In this video, I want to show you how to create a vertical carousel slider in Elementor just like this here. For example, when I click on the iWatch white, voila. When I click on the iWatch black, and when I click on the iWatch gold, that's what we have. As well, you can use this custom navigation as well down here to navigate through the different slides vertically. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Back into our Elementor dashboard, we are going to come to Pages and we'll add a new page. We will name our page as Vertical Slider. I'll edit with Elementor. I don't need to show the header, so I'll use the Elementor canvas. I'll add a new section. It's going to be a 2-column section. With the section selected, make sure that under the columns gap, you set it to no gaps. The first column is going to take a 30%, so I'll select the first column, give it a 30% as the width, and the 70% will be taken up by our carousel. So we are going to come over here to the widgets area and search up for the carousel. The premium carousel. This comes in the free version of the premium add-ons for Elementor. So I'll drag it into my editor. Just in case you can't find the premium carousel in the widgets area, you can simply jump into your plugins area and make sure that you've installed the free version of the premium add-ons for Elementor. Once you have it installed, you'll get the premium add-ons for Elementor menu option down below here. Come to widgets and add-ons. Make sure that you have your carousel widget enabled. By enabled, it should be in green over right here. Once that is done, just simply go back into your Elementor editor, reload the page, and then you'll be able to find your premium carousel widget. Now we've added our carousel widget into our column. Let's now go into our next column and add our content that we'll as well use to navigate our carousel slides. So in here, we'll look up for the text editor. And we are going to add our content in the text editor. So that's for the first widget. I'm going to duplicate this widget. I'll edit this to iWatch black. I'll duplicate this as well and edit this to iWatch gold. Select the first widget. Come to text color under style. Make it black. We'll leave everything on the default settings. I'll select the second widget. Under style, text color, I'm going to give it white. For now it will disappear, but we're going to change that just in a minute. Select the next one or the last widget. Under style, we are as well going to give it a text color of white. With the first widget selected, under advanced, we're going to give it a padding of 10 pixels all over. Same for the next widget. Same for the very last widget. We'll again select the first widget. Under background in the advanced settings, we're going to give it a background type of white. And under border, we're going to give it a border radius of 35 to have the rounded corners over here. For the next one, we're going to select the widget under advanced, background. We're going to give it a background color of black. And under border, we're going to give it a border radius of 35 as well. The last widget, have it selected. Under background, we're going to give it our gold color. Select the color option, add your gold color code. Under border, border radius, give it a radius of 35. Now we are going to add some effects on hover. With the first widget selected, under advanced, background, on hover, we are going to give it a gradient, and that gradient will be a mixture of white and some gray, so white. I'll change the angle to 90. For the second widget, we will set the first hover color to be a gray, and the second color to be our black, and the angle will be 90. So we have something that looks like this. For the very last widget, We'll set our first gradient color to be a gold and our secondary color to be a gray, and it will be at the angle of 280. Let me first save this as a draft and let's look at the preview. Alright, back into our editor, let's select our carousel widget, and inside our carousel widget we have to select the content type. In this case we're going to select a repeater, and over here we're going to allocate templates that we want to load up into our carousel. So to do that we're going to say add a new item, and in here we're going to select the first item in our carousel, and that is going to be our iWatch white. Next we're going to add another item. Select the content, this is going to be iWatch black. Then also add another item, and this is going to be our iWatch gold. If you're questioning how to create this kind of templates to show up in your carousel, you can simply use a shortcut. For example, over here I can say add a new section. It's going to be a 1-column section. And inside this section, I'm going to add an image widget. I'll add my iWatch, which is in white color. And I'm going to select this column. Under style, I'll give it a background color of white. Then I'll select this section. Under columns gap, I'll say no gap. Right click and say save as a template. Give it a name. And for the black iWatch, I'm going to first of all select the column. Under style, background color, I'll give it a color of black. Then I'll select my image widget. I'll remove the white iWatch. Then I'll come to my media library, select my iWatch black, and there I go. Then what I have to do now is to right click on the section, save as a template, and I'm good to go. Once you have your template saved, you'll be able to echo those templates right over here in the carousel widget. Let's now customize our carousel slider. With the carousel widget selected, under the dots option, we'll leave it enabled, and we want our dots to appear below the slides. The vertical offset of the dots, we want it to be 10 pixels, and we want a ripple effect on our dots. That means that when someone hovers over our dots, there will be this effect. Under the slide settings, I'm going to disable the infinite loop and autoplay slides. And one more thing we have to set up under the carousel, we want that we disable the arrows because we don't want to use these arrows to navigate the slides. So I will disable that. And also we change the navigation type. In this case, we want our slides to be flipping vertically, not horizontally. So to do that, we're going to come over here under the type option, change from horizontal to vertical. Awesome. With our premium carousel still selected, under style, we're going to choose an icon for our navigation dots. In this case, we'll use this rectangular icon. I'm going to set the size of my icons to be 60. That is for the desktop. And the color or the initial color is going to be my purple color. And on active, I'll switch that to another color. Now the big question is, how do we assign the custom navigation to our slides? Meaning that when someone clicks, for example, on the iWatch black, the iWatch black template should show up here. I'm going to select my carousel. Under content, select the first template, which is the iWatch template, and I'm going to assign a custom navigation element selector. I'll first of all add a hashtag. In this case, it's going to be iWhite to stand for iWatch white. So I'll select my first custom element selector, copy it, come to the first widget, which is the iWatch white widget. Under advanced, I'm going to add my CSS ID here. I'll paste that, but in this case, I'm going to remove the hashtag. So I only have the word iWhite. The same we are going to do for all the other templates. So come back to your carousel. Under iWatch black, I will add my iBlack with a hashtag. Go back to your second text widget. Under advanced, add a CSS ID, but without the hashtag. Let's do that one more time for the last slider item. iWatch gold. For iGold, come to the custom navigation selector. Under advanced, add our CSS ID without the hashtag. Awesome. Now our website visitors will be able to navigate through our slides using our custom navigation selector. And in this case, it is this text editor or the text widget. I'll save as a draft. Let me go and preview. Awesome. Now let's do some tiny stylings. You see in between the first column and the second column, we have some white space there. In this case, I don't want that white space to appear. I want that when someone clicks, for example, on the iWatch black, it should happen that there is a connection between the black background here and this widget here. The same for the iWatch gold and the same for the iWatch white. To do that, I'll come back into my editor. I'll select my column holding the carousel. Under advanced, for the margin settings, I'll unlink them. So I'll add a margin of -2. Then I'm going to save changes. Let's look at the preview. Now when I click, for example, on the iWatch black, you see how that now looks like. Let me look at the iWatch gold. It has a sweet fade in from the text widget into the carousel slider itself. Now let's look into the responsive settings of our carousel. So under responsive mode, I'll select my tablet. I'm going to reduce the column width for the second column, a 60%, and for the first column we'll take a 40%. Then I'll also reduce on the size of the content in the widgets. So with that selected, under style, typography, I'll reduce on the size. A 12 looks good. With my column selected, under layout, for the widget spacing, I'm going to give it just a 10. And with my second column selected, I'll give it a padding of 20. I'll select my section under advanced. Under the padding options, I'll give this on the left hand side a padding of 20. So we don't have our widgets just on the edge of the page. I'll now select my carousel. Under style, I'll reduce on the size of the dots to a 40. Now let's go to the mobile device. I'll further reduce on the size of the text. Select the first widget under typography. I'll reduce that to a 10. Same for all the other widgets. I'll add some padding on the left and right for each individual widget. I'll select the carousel. Under style, for the navigation icon, I'm going to reduce the size on the mobile as well to something like a 30. I'll update by saving a draft. And I look into the preview. So on the mobile device, that's how it looks now. I think we're going to add some padding on the right hand side. Also our dots work pretty fine, including our custom nav elements. Inside our editor, select the section holding our nav items and the carousel. Under advanced, for padding we're going to unlink and we're going to give a padding of 20 on the right hand side and 20 on the left hand side. And here is our preview. For the white iWatch, black iWatch, and gold iWatch. Back into our editor, we're going to add our heading. We're going to add a new section, a one column section, and there we go. So in case you want to learn how to add a gradient heading just like this and changes the color on hover as well to another gradient, I have a specific tutorial about that on the channel, and I'm going to link it down in the description of this video, so make sure go and check it out. Once you are done, you can simply now publish your page and we can have a look at our final page. Alright, it was fun creating this video. I hope you liked it. If you like it, actually make sure you give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Have a good time and goodbye.